Hi guys, and welcome back. Today we're looking at the 511 4-banger bag. Let's dive in. And if you wonder what I'm doing when I have these long lapses in between videos, make sure you check out the social media links below, and then you can see which bags are up and coming, because as you guys know, I like to use the bags before I actually review them. Alright, so this is the 511 4-banger bag. And again, it's a wider brother to the 2-banger bag, which I can show you actually. So here is the 2-banger bag kind of mounted to the one. So we'll take that one off so we can compare it to the 2-banger bag as well. Yes, and it's mounted to the GR1. Alright, so the 4-banger bag here, in comparison to the 2-banger bag, you can see it's not double the width here, which kind of confused me at first. I thought it would be more double the width, but it's honestly just this much more bigger. So it adds just a little bit more length to it, but don't think because you got the 2-banger bag you're going to get one that's double its size. It's honestly, you know, just a little bit short of it. Alright, so back to the 4-banger. So looking here, you have a little thing of loop here. You can put your patches on it, as you can see. I have a 511 patch on a 511 bag. Who'd thunk it? And then you got two pockets on the front. And these two pockets are identical. They open up to reveal kind of this little mesh bag area. Now, if you notice, there's no real place to kind of put pens and stuff. And it wasn't really meant. Again, first and foremost, this was designed for CCW and carrying magazines and things of that nature. So you have to kind of retrofit it for what maybe you might want to if you're using it kind of as a everyday carry without some of those fun toys. So again, looking at it, I got some pens, knives, things in there, but it's just a little mesh bag, and it does hold a lot. So it is a pretty big pocket here. It holds my width of my entire hand here. So you can put a lot of stuff in there. Same thing with this one here on the other side. As you can see, mesh pocket, they are identical, but I do fit a notebook, a laser meter, and some other stuff in there, and I can just kind of close it right up. Now, right behind those two pockets here, we have an entire pocket that runs the entire length of the bag. Now, this one may be a little bit harder to show you, but look at how these zippers operate first. So, first of all, it's dual zippers, but this one opens it up, this one closes it, and this one opens it up again. So it's kind of a little bit different if you ask me, but just note, it's kind of designed that way for a purpose. Alright, so opening it up, as you can see, I carry a bunch of stuff in here outside of kind of, again, what the bag was designed for. I have some Ray-Ban sunglasses. I have a Microtech knife in here. What else have I got? A little thing for the car. But really what I want you to see is what's inside of here. So first of all, this mesh bag here that you see on here, you can hear me ripping and tearing out right now. This bag right here does not normally come with it. In fact, if you looked at my All Hazards videos, you would notice this is one of the mesh bags from those bags. So, I also carry some stuff in there. But anyways, looking at the bag, so on this side here, you'll notice a whole thing of loop. This is all loop. So you can put your holsters and whatever else you might want to call in there. Vertex calls it Tacticami. Whatever it is, you can put it in there. But on the other side, more towards the side of the pockets, you have these big elastic loops in here, if you can see, where I got my finger in one. And there's 4 of them in here. And again, that's so you can put things in there, like magazines or whatever else you might want to hold. But again, first designed to CCW, it's really designed so you put your pistol in here with some extra mags. Now, right behind it, so again, front of the bag, right behind that section, you have this section as well, which you can kind of see these 4 tabs. Now, these 4 tabs reveal another section under here. So again, I don't have magazines in there, I have peanuts in there right now. Kids baseball game, I kind of use this and just carry it around with me. So I carry some, again, outside of the norm things in here, but we'll take them out. There we go. So if you notice in here, again, you have these elastic loops. You can kind of see it right there. And again, there's 4 of them. And what they're meant to do is hold your AR-15 mags or any other magazines you may or may not want to put in there. So let's take a look at how it may hold some magazines. Let me go grab some. Alright, so I have 2 magazines here. And again, this is a AR-22 mag, Smith & Wesson one, I believe. And this is just a typical windowed mag pull with the tab on the top. So again, this is kind of typical of what most people, I think, would have in here. So, as you can see, you could put these magazines in there. I'm going to put this one on the other side. And then kind of wrap these around here. And we'll just pretend like we have 4 of them in here. I can grab the other mags. I'm just lazy, I guess. And you can kind of have them in here. So this way, you have these really nice pull tabs. You can rip it out, grab your magazine. Rip it out, grab your magazine. So again, it pulls a lot, and that actually had some good retention there. And then there's your pull magazine. Alright, so again, it's kind of meant for that, but you can hold whatever you want in there, but note, it doesn't fully enclose. You have gaps, things can fall out of there, and fun stuff. Now, with this open here, you'll notice right here, right there, you'll see this little kind of thing going between there. So if we go to the next pocket on the back here, you'll see, along with the receipt, you'll see this little tab right here. So this is so that I can tighten this up and keep that kind of closer to the bag. This prevents this from having a whole bunch of empty area. As you can see, here, open it up again. As you can see, as I loosen this up here, this area can get bigger and wider. Or again, I can tighten it down and go all the way, so it doesn't have enough. So you can kind of expand it a little bit back and forth. And then of course, last but not least is this mesh pocket on the back. It's wide open though, but you can kind of throw stuff in there. Honestly, I could have thrown these peanuts in the back there, and they probably would have been just safe in there, been just fine. Just watch out, you really can't put small items in there, as you do have this little area here as well, and the sides here, that kind of can let things fall out. So it's kind of have to be a bigger item in the back. Now, looking at the other pieces here, and I'm going to kind of just tally this back up a little bit so it's a little bit easier. I'm going to throw this stuff back in here too, so when I put it on, you can kind of see the bag kind of loaded a little bit on me. There we go. Perfect. Now, let's talk about the strap for a second before I put it on. So the strap is actually quite nice. It's again cross body. This part here does not come with it. It's a Peak Design camera lock here, so I can put my camera on there if I wish. You kind of have this row of kind of the webbing here, and it also has like this micro loop on it, so you can put a patch on there. But I've noticed I really don't put anything on there. I usually leave it the way it is. But you could also, more importantly, put a pocket or something else on here. Maybe you want to carry something. I carry everything that I need on a kind of a low carry, just typical EDC. I'm not going to work or anything else. I'm just going outside, watching the kids' baseball game in this bag. So again, my phones and everything else just kind of fits in here perfectly. I don't go running around with iPads and everything, so I don't need a jumbo bag sometimes on the weekends. It also comes with this nice padded shoulder strap here. This is actually really nice and comfortable, and again, I like how it moves along here and how it's not tied in, because when it moves along my shoulder, then this strap just moves through here, and you'll see that once I put it on. Also note, because obviously you saw that I had the gear system, the Rush tier gear system on this one here. It does not come with these. I had it left over from my 511 Rush bags. It also has these options right here, so it enables you to be able to put a pocket on the side or whatever else you might be, or maybe strap it like long waist to a bag, whatever you want. But if you also note, I have grim locks on here, which kind of just makes it easier to carry things, and as well, when I want to pull it around to the other side, it's just a little bit easier to grab. Alright, so on my person, it actually looks really well, and it fits good too. Again, I'm a bigger guy, I could afford to lose a lot of pounds here, but I always like to look at bags sometimes, because as a bigger gentleman, they kind of eat into either right here or right here, and this one doesn't. It's actually relatively nice. Now, the reason I put these grim locks on the side, it just makes it a little bit easier to grab the bag and move it around. Now, what I'm going to do is actually just use it the way it was meant to be without the grim lock, and you can see I can get to everything I need right here, and I can look down into the bag and grab things out as I need them. Oh, there's my sunglasses. So, again, makes it a little bit easier to kind of go through things. And as you can see, it doesn't look bad, and again, see, watch the shoulder strap here. It's going to stay in place, and just the strap itself is going to move through that strap. Therefore, I don't have to sit there and keep adjusting it. It kind of stays right here nicely weighted. It kind of holds its place. Now, it works pretty good, and I can pretty much run around in it if I want, but if I'm running around and it's like this, of course it's like this. It does come with the sternum strap, something that kind of strap it so it actually stays put here if you wish to kind of go running in it. As you know, it would kind of come along this side here, come across down, and connect down to the bottom here. Right there. So So it's actually not bad. Now, I'm going to put this cross shoulder, so I'm going to go the other side with it, as you guys can see how it'll work if you want to wear it on the opposite side. So on the opposite side, it actually works pretty well, good as well. This again becomes a little annoying. I think it is really meant to be worn the other side, but it does kind of work nicely. But I just want to show you guys how it'll look if you wear it on this side. I find it more comfortable the other side, but again, your mileage may vary. I just feel like this wasn't designed to kind of hinder like this, but again, it could be my body shape and why it's not working like this. Now, the other thing I noticed, actually, if I put this bag on the other way, is if I'm the passenger in a car, I don't have to take this bag off to sit down. I can easily just kind of put it in front of me and sit down. Just fine. No problems with that either. So final thoughts on this bag. This bag is really nice. It's kind of got everything I need, and it kind of carries it. It's not really loud other than I have peanuts in there right now. And it actually holds everything I need. I can even put my camera on the outside here, an extra battery, a GoPro, whatever I want. It's still got plenty of room left over. And honestly, again, it's not that big. It kind of stays pretty nice here, and it's not like you're walking around with an entire backpack. It does kind of look like you're walking around with a fanny pack a little bit. It is kind of fanny pack-esque. But honestly, it's amazing, and I've been taking it with me everywhere for about 3 to 4 weeks now. So again, this is the 511 4-banger. I'll put a link below if you wish to purchase it using my link. It does support the channel. But again, wherever you might find it cheaper, that's where personally I would buy it. So again, my name is Fearless Leader B. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And it'll probably be a review of the 2-banger bag, by the way, and me sizing down into it and see if I actually lose that volume. Alright, see you guys in the next video.